All right, so, ta-da! This I did with the 1/8 inch. This is the same bit I used on the trim router and everything. Look at the difference between that and that. You know, really, there's minor inconsistencies here where this is perfect. That's the difference in the mill, you know, the mill and doing it, you know. Well, I can't tell which ones I drilled and which ones this is the one I drilled. This is the one I did with the router. So, you know, it's acceptable, especially once you sand them down and start working them and all that. You know, get them out. But see, look at these. Oh no, this is 3/16. Yeah, this is the one I did with the 1/8 inch. I did this one with the 3/16. Look at the perfection, you know. Perfect jimping. Man, these are gonna be some nice knives. You know, all right, let's get to this. I'm gonna put them on the horizontal grinder and get them all shaped, and then we'll do some bevels too. All right, I'll be back. So, I'll do what's on the big wheel. I've said before, the bigger the wheel, the more smoother and even stuff you have. This is an old 36, so I'm just gonna put everything in, you know. Then, like always, I'm gonna do the edge on my vertical. You know, everything else I do on the horizontal, but after I get all the edges and outer stuff done, I'm gonna switch to the small wheel and do it in here, and you know, kind of go as we, you know, like everything, always take it as we go, because a few of these feel good, but they need a little bit of shaping, and looks like you're number one. Let's do this. So I can put my camera here and water buckets on the floor, so now I gotta reach around. But, whew, that is hot. See what I'm talking about the pattern? You know? But, you know, pretty much now, I don't really even need it now. I just wanted to get it so I could cut it and get it to where I want to go. If you noticed, I was even doing it upside, you know, on the side that, you know, isn't, just so I could see what it kind of changed. Yeah, that thing's gonna be a beast. Yeah, man, they feel good. Let me get the small wheel on, we'll do that, and then we'll do the other one, and then we're done with this part. Let's get these worked out. Just have to go by eye and see what works out. Here we go. All right, that feels much better. All right, here we go. there we go. We are ready. I guess he stayed on a little bit. Oh, now I just have to put these on and, you know, when we come back, we'll be on the vertical grinder and set up, and we'll finish these all out. Nice. Yeah. Alrighty. I'll be back. Alright, so let's get these blades shaped out and see where we're at. Man, that does feel good in the hand now. Yeah. Beefy. Maybe a little too beefy. I don't know. We'll see. I might have to take a little, yeah, I think I'm going to take a little bit off of here. Because that's, I mean, I got big hands and that's quite a grip, so. Alright. So here's like why I like to do the horizontal. These are basically the same belts. This is the horizontal. See how smooth it is? Of a 36. And look, this has grind lines that way. But see, these grind lines is why I like to do the blade like that. Because when you're putting the Dykem on, it's a crosshatch. Alright, just thought I'd point that out. Yeah, that's better. See, that's the thing. With the horizontal, you got the table here. And when you're doing it like this, you can wobble it back and forth or, you know, crook it or so. But we're just starting out and we're just laying it in. Look how those grinds are still out. So you got to take a lot off, but, you know, always make sure it feels good in the hand. You know, what you draw, when you get it down to, you know, theory and practice, when you put it in your hand, it might not feel right. So just because you go off the template, it's fine as long as it feels right. All right, let's get the front and then we're done with this one. Now another thing, once you get shaping it, if you feel on these sides, it's all rough and edgy, and that will, you know, that'll dig into your finger. So I like to take all the edges and just lightly hit them, you know, with the thing going. Here, I'll show you here when we get it going. I like to take it and just kind of break the edges just a little bit, just lightly. That gets all those burrs off. You know, plus you can take a sanding thing. You just want to get an edge so you get all them rough spots off. All right, here's another little nifty tool to get. It's a Dave Erving tool. How, you know, for these edges, to crack all these edges, to make sure, you know, they don't bite you. Just come in. The jimping's a little different, but to get everything else. Because when you're holding it, you don't want the blade to slip and then cut you or grab you or put splinters in. So just get one of these little Dave Erving tools. They work great. Go around the whole thing. I mean, you don't have to go around the blade because that's coming off with the bevels. Just anywhere you think you're going to hold it, you know, with these sharp little edges. All right, nice little tool. Just thought I'd share that. I'm gonna do one of these, and then we'll mark them up and start the bevels, because I'm not gonna do, keep doing stuff repetitive. Let's get this done. Now this one feels real good in the hand, so nothing needs to be done with it except the bevel. All right. That's another thing, when you're doing big, long, flat surfaces, trying to do the whole belt takes forever. So kind of do just a little bit. You can see how I cut it and then I moved over and cut it and moved over. So just do a little bit at a time, work it in, and work it in. Pushing it all the time, not only will you like pinch the belt, like you probably saw the belt skip over once already. Yeah, you just don't want to do that because, just do it a little bit at a time. It's faster and you get more work done. Just make sure once you bring it all down, you even it out. All right. Alright, there's our blade. Now the thing is with some people will just bring the blade, straight up from here. Which is fine, you can do whatever. But I always like to put a sharpening notch, and then have the blade here. Sometimes I'll make a big old notch, So it depends on what you want, Have a notch and bring it back, have it come up. However, but yeah, that's why this blade looks so long too, Some people will bring it up like here, but I just don't like that look. I like a sharpening notch. I might even put a real big one on this one. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna get these other two done, then we'll get them marked up and kick off the 90s.